Today on Vox, we have information on Marsha Blackburn, NASA, and more. Taylor Lawson will have your local weather, and Gideon Ratcliffe will have your sports.
It's Wednesday, November 7th, 2018, and you're watching Vox News Today.
Please stand for the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Mary Beth Mangrum.
And I'm Jay Standridge.
CNN projects that Republican Marsha Blackburn will come out on top. Blackburn has served in the U.S. House for Tennessee's 7th Congressional District since 2003. Her opponent, Phil Bredesen, was a former governor of the state. Tennessee has not seen a Democratic senator since 1995. Blackburn will be taking over for Senator Bob Corker, who is retiring.
Georgia Democratic candidate Stacey Abrams is not conceding the governor's race yet. CNN has not projected a winner, but the Republican candidate Brian Kemp is ahead of the votes in nearly all the precedents reporting. Abrams argues the contest is still too close to call and wants to wait for the absentee ballots to be counted.
But I'm here tonight to tell you votes remain to be counted. There are voices that were waiting to be heard. Across our state, folks are opening up the dreams of voters in absentee ballots, and we believe our chance for a stronger Georgia is just within reach. But we cannot seize it until all voices are heard. And I promise you tonight, we're going to make sure that every vote is counted. Every single vote.
Voters in Florida have decided to restore voting rights to certain convicted felons. CNN is projecting that Florida has approved a referendum called Amendment 4. It restores voting rights of Floridans with felony convictions, provided they complete their sentences, including parole or probation. The referendum does not apply to anyone convicted of murder or sex offenses. It's believed more than 1 million convicted felons in Florida will have their voting rights restored thanks to the amendment being approved.
Health officials are trying to get to the bottom of a fatal virus. At least 10 deaths are confirmed. 20 others have gotten sick. John Lornick reports.
A viral outbreak in a New Jersey medical facility is breaking hearts and families.
I said, what do you mean? And then he told me about the virus.
Christine Paulus lost her 16-year-old daughter Elizabeth to adenovirus.
I had never heard of it.
The adenovirus has affected dozens of people in the Wanacue Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation in New Jersey. 30 cases have been confirmed, and at least 10 people, including Elizabeth Paulus, have died from it.
My firstborn, my girl, my beautiful Elizabeth Ann.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says adenoviruses are usually spread by personal contact or touching a surface that has the virus. Symptoms include a fever, sore throat, and bronchitis. The virus doesn't often cause major problems for relatively healthy people, but it can be dangerous for those with weak immune systems.
I'm angry. I think what it is, I need to know more information. I like facts. I just want to know what happened. She's gone. I can't bring her back. She's not coming back.
Meanwhile, a separate strain of the adenovirus was discovered in another pediatric facility in New Jersey, where at least 5 children have contracted the virus. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
NASA's latest mission is on hold again. The space agency's ICON plan will explore the point where the Earth's water meets space weather. Liftoff was scheduled for Wednesday, but it has been delayed until Thursday. The original launch plan was for October, but NASA wanted to run more tests. ICON stands for Ionospheric Connection Explorer. It will provide a closer look within the upper atmosphere. ICON is also expected to directly measure particles and their movement.
There might be a setback in the relationship between the U.S. and North Korea. The scheduled meeting between the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and one of Kim Jong-un's key aides is postponed. An announcement was made late Tuesday night while the U.S. midterm election results were coming in. State Department spokeswoman Heather Nauert didn't say what caused the postponement. President Trump recently said the second talk with his North Korean counterpart was possible after the midterm elections. However, an official with North Korea's foreign ministry says the country won't negotiate as long as the U.S. sanctions remain. Last week, Pyongyang said sanctions aren't eased. The country might start its nuclear capabilities.
What better way to honor Buddy the Elf than to eat his favorite food, sugar? The cookies are available for purchase from Target, Walmart, Kroger, and Safeway. These pre-cut goodies feature Buddy's iconic green and yellow elf hat. They're similar to the other Pillsbury holiday cookies, like the ones that picture pumpkins and ghosts for Halloween and turkeys for Thanksgiving. The best way to spread holiday cheer is singing loud for all and for all to hear, and perhaps picking up some of these cute treats.
You've probably heard the expression, a fish out of water. But a fish crossing the road, that's a new one. Jeremy Roth has today's look on this.
Hey, why did the fish cross the road? No, I'm asking because it actually happened in Washington. A family driving near the Skokomish River had to yield the right of way to a school of salmon that were swimming across a flooded roadway. According to the Department of Fish and Wildlife, most species of salmon in Washington swim upstream to spawn in the fall. No word on how many of them take surface roads. A police chief in Texas is being called a hero for saving a newborn baby. Splendora ISD Police Chief Rex Evans was flagged down by a frantic woman who told him her baby had stopped breathing. Evans quickly took the infant and started chest compressions. Moments later, the child started breathing on its own. The baby is reportedly doing fine, and the family was thankful Evans was in the right place at the right time. NASA, known for cutting-edge technology, just made a giant leap forward in video, releasing the first video from the ISS shot entirely in 8K resolution. But what is 8K? Well, it's the next step in ultra-high-definition video, featuring 16 times the resolution of a standard HD TV. But here's the rub. Because the 8K standard is so new, there are very few TVs available that can actually display it, which means you're probably not even seeing this in 8K, which also means this was a huge waste of time. Sorry about that. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Now let's send it over to Taylor with her weather report.
Many people had trouble voting yesterday. I'll have that and more after this break.
What are we looking at? Formaldehyde, acrolein, nitrobenzene. This actually has over 7,000 chemicals. Don't get me started on what they do to you. Prematurely wrinkled skin, stunted lung growth.
Mr. Essler.
Tooth loss, cancer.
Mr. Essler.
Hang on.
If cigarettes looked as dangerous as they are, you'd run like hell. Find out the real cost of tobacco.
touched it. I touched the ball before it went out, Coach.
Come on, Alex. The ref did not call that.
You gotta be kidding me, Alex.
It's the championship game. Talk to him, Coach.
I touched it. It's their ball.
Don't foul them when they inbound. Team 1-3. 1-2-3.
Nice going, Alex. Sorry, Coach.
Alex. Good call.
Sportsmanship. Pass it on.
Right.
Life happens. Whether it's car trouble, medical bills, or other expenses, Check Into Cash has a new flexible loan solution. Introducing the Flex Loan. The Flex Loan is an open line of credit. You control how much you borrow with flexible payment options. If you need a payday advance, we offer those too, because true flexibility is the ability to choose. For life's little emergencies, we're your one-stop money shop.
Welcome back. A power outage in Tennessee on Election Day would slow down the voting counting process. Power is currently back in 8 precincts known around the county. The precincts lost power early Tuesday. Voters were forced to use paper ballots in those polling places. As a result, the paper ballots will not be counted until Friday. Now let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. We're going to have some scattered showers today with a high of 63 and a low of 48. Now let's send over to Gideon with your scores from last night.
College basketball tipped off last night. I'll have highlights and more after the break.
Dear Mrs. Crandall, it's easy to get so busy we can forget there are others who need our help.
Some people have eyes to see, a friend in need of help.
Let's work on your reading, okay?
Some people have ears to hear.
The umpire said you're safe.
Good job, Max. Thanks. Vanessa, you're next.
They show us how much they care with quiet sound.
At the seashore, you can learn about the tides through the treasures the sea throws on the beach. Every day, a constant change.
I'm really proud of you.
Mama!
By taking the time to help my daughter read, you've become her hero. And mine.
Make a difference. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Got a car, got a boat, got a home.
Get a quote. You can save a lot. You can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Your fault. You.
My fault?
Your fault. Your fault.
You're right.
What?
It's my fault.
What do you mean your fault?
You're right, it's my fault. Maybe both of us.
Maybe just you.
Welcome back. Let's get right into it. The Hawks face the Hornets, losing 102 to 113. The Wizards face the Mavericks, losing 100 to 119. The Nets face the Suns, winning 104 to 82. The Bucks face the Trailblazers, losing 104 to 118. Now let's look at the highlights from men's college basketball. Kansas and Michigan faced off. Kansas won 92 to 87, and Duke faced Kentucky, winning 118 to 84. Let's look at some highlights for the Duke game.
Good finish. There you can see we're 12 points in, and they have all been scored by freshmen. 7 of the 10 players in the game right now are in their first year of college basketball. Zion Williamson for 3. Not turnover. Barrett and Williamson in transition. Barrett!
1-4. They've really disrupted this Kentucky offense.
Jack White and Zion Williamson slamming it home.
Get used to that.
Last year.
A 2-3 zone right now by Kentucky just to see keep Duke out of the lane, make him shoot over the top.
Which R.J. Barrett did. Hagan's baseline needs some help. Johnson with a floater.
What a player he is and is.
Barrett driving, lobbing, and the finish for Bolden. That's beautiful.
That's that read.
That's all from me. Let's take a look at your school announcements after the break.
This is your territory, Crimson. Do your job. Crimson. Hello? Hi, honey. What? Al? All right. The itsy-bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, it's my girl. My daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
My what? I can't understand you. Hold on, let me help you. Hold on. Let's just get this one off. You okay?
The whole crowd seems to like me now, cause they think I'm cool. But back when I was in school, they found it very easy to hate me. Funny how always these times are changing. Back then it was so easy to shatter, but now in the end, it doesn't really matter. I had $1 for every time someone told me you will get voted off for doing that. I would have $1 million before I won the show. I kept telling them, if I got voted off doing what you told me to do, I would forever wonder what would happen if I did what my gut told me to do. I don't want to tell people in my music that the world is perfect, because it's not. I want to tell people that the world can be perfect because of you.
Our new hot, fresh breakfast will get you the readiest. Holiday innings
Express. Be the readiest.
Your wallet's empty, and you've got bills to pay. What do? Stop worrying. Get the cash you need today at Check Into Cash. We offer payday advances, auto title loans, and lots of ways to put the cash you need in your pocket today. And we make it quick, easy, and confidential. So stop worrying and stop in to Check Into Cash today. Visit checkintocash.com for the store near you.
Smoking as a teen can permanently stunt your lungs, taking the air out of even the biggest and baddest.
Jack, take my hand.
Oh, that's gross. No, I'm good. Probably not enough room for both of us on that anyway.
Jack, there's plenty of room for both of us on this door. Just take my hand.
Yeah, no. You know what? You can just have like a good life or whatever. Jack. I'm just gonna...
Jack.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Let's take a look at our school announcements.
Mega pictures are today, November 7th. This is for all grades. Seniors, this will be your last chance to have senior pictures made. This is also your last chance to get pictures for the yearbook.
We are online on YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can also check us out on Facebook at WNTNB and, of course, at VoxNews.net.
Just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.
Bears.